everybody wanted to come back in the fall semester? Of course not, present company included. But I want us to keep looking out for each other, and part of that means also taking care of ourselves. So please, throughout the duration of the event, please wear your mask. And then we will also be encouraging you to do that in the events that you have afterwards. But that's the only PSA that we have as part of this show. So for now, I'm going to introduce a video that's going to talk about the land in which we sit upon, and then we'll formally get the show started.
Arizona is home to 22 indigenous tribes.
Arizona State University's campuses are situated on the homelands of many tribal nations.
In particular, the A'atam
and Peepash, and acknowledge the many indigenous communities who reside in this territory.
Skigik is the O'odham word that is now known as Phoenix, which was settled in 1881 by occupiers.
The ancestors of the A'atam, the Huhugam, created canals and utilized surrounding rivers that are the basis of the current irrigation system that feeds Skigik today.
These waterways have always been the foundation and livelihood of the residents within the valley. Throughout the past 500 years, the impact of colonialism have been detrimental to indigenous lands and languages, affecting their livelihood.
Many people who live in the Southwest are unaware of this history. Furthermore, ASU's indigenous student community consists of over 3,000 strong,
not including faculty, staff, and alumni who continue to thrive, educate, and advocate for the strengthening of indigenous ways of life.
As the O'odham call it, Himdak, the way of life for the O'odham, encompassing their culture, traditions, identity, and being. As O'odham and indigenous peoples,
our identity is tied to the land. Like our own bodies, we must respect and care for it, and we urge everyone to do the same.
We challenge you to educate yourself about the history and the communities who continue to thrive today.
Moving forward, it is vital to honor and respect
that you are always
on indigenous land.
So let's actually give a round of applause for that, because that was a video that was created by some of our amazing faculty, staff, and also students that are in the Herberger Institute. So now we're going to formally get the show started on the road. So I'm going to introduce to you our MC for today's events. He is currently a theater student, and his name is Sean Sholjak. Come on up, Sean.
Good afternoon, fellow Sun Devils! How's everyone doing? Louder, everyone, hello! Yes! Welcome to the Herberger Institute, welcome. My name is Sean Sholjak, and I am a creative mentor studying theater. And I am so happy that you decided to choose ASU as your career path. We are so excited that this upcoming year to continue your educational, personal, and creative journeys with us. I just want to say welcome to this amazing event. And I'm so excited that you're here for us. I'm so excited, yes! To begin our program, I would like everyone to turn your attention to the screen as we present to you the Welcome to Herberger Institute 2021 season video.
Arizona is home.
Welcome to ASU's Herberger Institute. And congratulations for joining the nation's largest comprehensive design and arts college. But more than a college, the Institute comprises 5 schools, the ASU Art Museum, and a wide array of initiatives. We are a creative community of more than 6,000 artists and designers and scholars, all working together across disciplines to change our creative landscape and to change our society for the better. As a student, we ask you to look to your left, to look to your right, and to think about what you need to advance your ideas. Our goal is to prepare our students to use their creative capacity to advance culture, to build community, and to imaginatively address today's most pressing challenges. And here at ASU, we believe that you have everything you need. The people, the places, and the resources to turn your ideas into reality. So once again, welcome to the Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts. The most remarkable place in America to realize your creativity and to leave your mark on the world.
Wasn't that video amazing? Come on, that was so cool. I wish I could do that every day. Just have everybody do everything like that. It's crazy. Isn't it amazing to be in the Herberger Institute? I know we're all happy to be here. It's a great, yes, say that again, period. Now I would like to welcome to the stage and introduce our wonderful and amazing Dean Temper. Let's give a round of applause for Dean Temper.
Thank you, Sean. Good to see everybody today. Tonight is the big, I don't even need a microphone. Our big welcome in the arena with all the other colleges. And if you haven't been to that before because, hey, this is your first year, so what happens is you get a lot of stuff happens, but then each college gets to scream as loud as they can to kind of outdo the other colleges. And we are the fourth largest college at ASU, the largest in America. And obviously the most creative, obviously the best looking. I mean, all of it, we have it. So you need to channel all of that tonight. And when they call us, normally engineering, which has like 100,000 students in it, and WP Carey and the college, but our mighty creative voices, let it be known that we are here, we have shown up, we are passionate, we've arrived at our dream, this is it, this is the moment, you're here. It's gonna be an unbelievable year. We're so excited to see you in person. I wanna talk a little bit about this video, which is very painful for me to watch, to be honest with you. When they first booked this on my calendar, they booked it for 4 hours. And I said, wow, this is gonna be great, because it's gonna take me 20 minutes, and then I'll get like the afternoon free to do whatever I want to, which typically is doing emails. That's my favorite thing to do. And then 5 hours later, we were still working on it. I could not hit my spots. I couldn't remember my lines. They couldn't get the suit off me. I kept grabbing onto it at the end for some reason. I never sort of flew off the rope, which I think a lot of students that were working with us that day hoped that I would just fly off so they'd go home and the whole thing would be over. But it was a lesson in failure. And I want to talk a little bit about failure today. Just walking into this auditorium, some of you, palms out, shoulders up, you just felt like, the world was yours, but most of you were kind of coming in a little crouched over, because making friends, making social contact turns out to be one of the hardest things to do as humans, which is kind of shocking because we are social animals. But we learned this last 18 months how important it is to be connected. So, you may feel like a failure in class. You may feel like a failure in your social world. We all feel that way. And why would you be in college if you weren't willing to put yourself out there and experience what it's like to fail and to learn from it? When I was interviewing for this job with President Michael Crow, and I'll just say you don't want to interview for a job with President Crow. You'll get to know him over the next 4 years, 2 years, 6 years, however long you're with us. And he's a very intense person. So he went on. The interview was really not really about me. It was more about him. At the end of it, he said, okay, let's talk about you. What do you think about me? He asked me, well, do I have any questions? So I said, well, what do you do when deans fail? My wife was listening in on this call. It was a phone call. And she almost dropped out of her chair. She was like, really? That's how you're going to get a job? You're going to tell the president that you're planning to fail and you want to know how he's going to treat you when you do? But it was the perfect question for President Crow, because this university is built on innovation, on new ideas. It is impossible to advance a new idea, to innovate, or to create without failing. It's just not how it works. So he said to me, he said, look, we expect it. I expect you to fail. As long as you're trying to advance something new, as long as you're pushing yourself and the college to create something for the world, then you can fail. And all of you need to approach your work the same way. You should fail. It is a key to the creative process. It means that you're taking risks, and there's nothing that will allow you to grow faster than taking a risk. And again, that's not only in your classes, that's also right when this assembly is over. Who do you bump into? Do you start a conversation? Do you ask them, you know, what did you think about the dean's speech? It was kind of dorky, wasn't it? Right? Whatever, right? We're all trying to explore. We're all discoverers. And you have to go in with that spirit, which means sometimes you will feel like a failure, but you're not. You're actually doing the work of learning. And when you do that work and engage in that process, you will begin to build that creative muscle. It is a muscle, right? You all think that you're creative. All of you are. You're here for a reason. You've been successful. You've persisted. But your muscle, your habit, your ability to step into a creative space and be yourself authentically and advance your idea, that requires practice. And from this day, we're all on that journey of practice together. And we are here to support you. The great Toni Morrison said that failure contains information that can lead to knowledge and even wisdom. And that is exactly what you're here to do, to pursue creative knowledge, wisdom together. Some of that will come from inside, from your reading, from your own exploration, and a lot of that will come from the people sitting around you. I don't know if any of you have seen Legally Blonde. It's, I don't want to say it's one of my favorite movies, but there I said it. But there's a moment when she goes to law school at Harvard, and the dean says, look to your left, look to your right. One of you won't be here next year. And that's like this great thing, right? You should see your classmates as competitors. Some of you are going to make it. Some of you are not going to make it. Look to your left, look to your right. One of those people is going to be a collaborator for you. And it doesn't matter if they're in your college or in your program, because creativity knows no bounds. And the more you can connect out and reach out and stimulate your thoughts with people who are different than you, the better your ideas will be. Great ideas do not grow from like-mindedness, right? And most universities and most colleges pick and select until they have a cohort of students that look exactly the same, that think exactly the same. What is amazing about this place is that you are all independent, creative thinkers on your own journey, and you're all bringing that to the next phase of your lives. And when you connect with another creative agent, the energy from that flow can help you imagine differently, think differently, and you never know who will be that collaborator now, in the future, as alumni, as employers, as collaborators. So just take advantage of being together. Get over any social fear. We're all in it together. We're all imposters in our own way, right? Doesn't it feel that way? Like you walk into class, you're like, I know that person over there knows more than I do, right? Oh, they've already made a film. Oh, they have a father or a mother that's an architect, and I'm new to it. Like, we all feel that way. Heck, I'm a sociologist who's dean of an arts and design college. Are you kidding me? Like, I arrived here and people were like, who's that guy? What does he know? He can't hold an instrument. What does he knows nothing about what we do. It doesn't matter, right? What matters is what you want to do. And what matters is that you ask for help in doing it. We are all here to help. I just said this to some of our transfer students and students who are living off campus. We get up in the morning to help you on your journey, period. There's nothing else. So if you do not invite us to help you, shame on you. We can't live out our purpose selfishly. So do not sit on a concern or a worry, right? Maybe you're having trouble with your roommate. Maybe you're having trouble with a class. Maybe you're just having trouble with some stupid thing like a parking ticket. It doesn't matter. Raise your hand, ask for help, go see a faculty member, get to know your teachers early. So just a little bit of advice. It is not a burden when you show up for office hours. It is not a burden when you email and say, could you meet me? Could we go for coffee? That's all we want. That means that you care. That means you're engaged. We are not expecting you to know everything. So that's part of the creative muscle, is to reach out when you need help, when you think you might have failed, when you want to get people's opinions. Talk to a faculty member and say, look, I tried this thing. It didn't work out. Here's what I think I learned from it. What do you think I could learn from it? Right? So we are so excited to have you. You have been waiting for this day. We have been waiting for this day. It's going to get better. There'll be times it feels like it's getting worse, but you are on a trajectory to transformation in your lives, and you'll get there faster, more powerfully if you bring others along in that journey, and all those others are sitting in this room with you. So, so good luck. Send me an email if you need anything, stephen.tepper@asu.edu. This is the kind of place we are. You don't have to go through 5 layers of administrators to try to get your message. Just contact me directly, contact our Associate Dean, Stephanie, contact any of your faculty, any of the advisors. It's in your hands. So before you meet our Associate Dean, Stephanie Etheridge-Woodson, we have some students that are bringing you some advice on what they wish they knew in their first year at ASU. Congratulations, everybody. We'll see you tonight. Bring your loud voices. We cannot wait to be on this journey with you. Congratulations.
Wish I knew about all of the spaces available for undergrads to use in order to create their artworks.
I wish I knew about the resources that ASU offers, such as counseling services, financial aid. The counselors are always there for you to help you out with schooling.
I wish I knew how many resources there were at ASU, and I wish that I had reached out to the mentors above me that could point me towards those resources.
I didn't know when I was a freshman that it was okay to take a little time to explore classes. I would have probably done more printmaking stuff and whatnot earlier. Well, I haven't actually done any yet, but stuff like that, and would have tried new things that can enhance my ability to create.
I wish I knew that it's okay to be that person and go out and just be a part of all the activities and have fun.
I wish I knew that it was okay to talk to people and just start conversations out of nowhere, because everyone's trying to find people, everyone's trying to find their niche. You don't necessarily have to stay within your major group either. Interdisciplinary work between film kids and design kids, and there's so much that can come from that, and it starts with a conversation.
I wish I knew.
I wish I knew. Now I would like to welcome to the stage Associate Dean of Students in the Herberger Institute, Associate Woodson.
Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. All right, cool. So I am not just the Dean of Students for the Herberger. I am also a Herberger Institute parent. So God bless the sophomores. When you run into sophomores in your classes, maybe reach out and give them an extra love. They had a real tough year. My daughter is a sophomore. So I said to her, Maeve, I'm going to talk at the All Institute Welcome. What do you want to hear about? And she said, from you? And I was like, and she said, nothing. So that was a real ego boosting moment. But I said, well, what were you worried about? And she said, I don't know, probably making friends. So I went out and did some research, because that's how we roll at a university, so that I could give you some actual advice on friends and making friends. Okay, so what do we know about friends? So I went and I looked at social psychology and sociologists and what they say about friendships. So spending time together is a necessary component for friendship development. And relationships happen on a spectrum. So you don't have to think about fulfilling all those spectrums all at the same time. You can work your way through things. So support, all right, so then there are 5, so then they divide friendships into 5 categories. By the way, I think these names are stupid, but I didn't name them. This is what the research calls it. All right, the top one, where your closest friends and the people that are your biggest supporters is called your support clique. And generally, that's the smallest group that you spend the most amount of time with. And that's like your romantic partners, your family or your family of choice, your very best friends. And then the next group is a little bit larger, and that's your sympathy group. And that's about 10 to 15 people in general, the research shows. And these are close friends. And to get to that point, you have to spend about 120 hours together. So then you have your friendship group, which is bigger. And that's like 40 to 60 people, just depending. And that, your friendship group is about 60 hours. Which is, it's less deep relationships, but more of them. Then your biggest group is what they call your clan. I know, I didn't name it. I absolutely, but it was clan with the C, so that was good. And that can be 120 to 140 different people. So these are the people in your affinity groups. And those are people you spend about 30 hours with. So research on friendship shows that friendships develop pretty quickly, usually between 3 and 9 weeks of meeting somebody. But you may need 3 to 5 months to get close. So give yourself some space, give yourself some time. Close friendships grow from participating in joint activities, but then choosing to do things outside of those joint activities. So take advantage of projects, student organizations, something in your class you just want to work on. So here's my top 4 pieces of advice based on the research. 1, take opportunities to get to know people. If you live on campus, proximity helps. So you have some built-in networks that you can take advantage of. If you live off campus or you're a transfer student, you may need to prioritize student organizations to find some of your people. Ask real questions. The more time you spend authentically talking to somebody, the better able you are to get to know them and to build stronger relationships. prioritize spending time together. You literally have to spend time together to become close friends, even not so close friends, right? So you want to build your clan too. And then remember that different kinds of relationships are all important. They're differently important, but spending time with somebody for 20 hours a week and expanding your network, and then spending over 160 hours with a close, your support friends, is also important. And those can be all sorts of different kinds of people. All right, so that is my advice on friendships. And Maeve will never come to listen to me, so that's cool. So I want to now show you a video. So some of your upper division students created an animation about being in your shoes just a short time ago. So here's some advice in an animation from Herberger students.
Sometimes it can feel like this, a whole bunch of people in a big old disconnected world. But going to college is really more about this, you. It's about exploring who you are, who you want to be, and all the creative tools that are going to get you to new, unexpected, and exciting heights. So as you embark on this epic journey of discovering who you want to be, we want you to remember 3 things. This epic journey is about you, the challenges you'll navigate, and the ways you'll develop to thrive as you work towards your educational goals. It's also about the people around you, cheering you on in support. And it's about how to leverage resources to get to your dreams and goals. As you navigate your college experience, don't underestimate the importance of your physical health and mental well-being. Take a moment to decompress. Take time to restore yourself with activities that are not related to your coursework. In other words, treat yourself. Also, please be sure to stay extra hydrated. In case you haven't noticed yet, it is really warm here. Whether you are a new first year or a transfer student, one of the biggest lessons you might learn in your first years of college is that you can't do everything by yourself, and that student leaders want to help you be successful. Student leaders go by many different titles: student council, digital mentors, creative mentors, community assistants, first year success coaches. But no matter the title, their mission stays the same: to help you achieve success while at college. Creative mentors are your creative and academic peer mentors. Meet with them during their office hours. Digital mentors have created some amazing digital resources on what upper division students knew during their first year, so check out their videos and online resources. Herberger Institute for Design and the Arts Student Council advocates for Herberger Institute student needs by meeting regularly with leadership and also developing programming for our creative collegiate community. Community assistants are leaders on your floor if you live in the Arcadia residential community, and first-year success coaches are your life coaches and cheerleaders for having a successful first year. All of these student leaders are so eager to connect with you to help you grow and watch you set the world ablaze as a creative. There are tons of resources for success, and being a creative is all about using resources to help you move forward, find solutions to complex problems, and engage with the world. So check out your My ASU page, download the ASU app, connect with tutoring and writing centers, go to a first-year success coaching appointment, tell your creative mentor what you want to do to make your first year here as memorable as possible. So remember, this is about taking care of yourself, making connections, and connecting to areas that are here to support you. Even if you don't know how to start a conversation, we are here to help you put together the questions. After all, you're going to be spending the next 4 years creating. You'll be creating memories, leaving behind your legacy and impacting others. And as the artists and designers of the next century, you are going to be connecting with so many people, helping others learn and changing the world.
That was made by the amazing Olivia Hernandez, who I think she graduated. She was in the School of Music, Dance, and Theater as a designer. And now, to get a little bit deeper into the student experience, join me in welcoming some of your in the human, not the picture, student leaders. Yay! So we're going to chat about some of the advice they have for you as new students to the Herberger Institute. But first, can I ask you to introduce yourself, tell us your pronouns and your degree, and then X, if you would describe what a creative mentor is. Yeah, here, let's start here.
Hi, everyone. My name is Juliet Falanco. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Thank you to whoever just wooed. I'm going to be a junior. Your woo threw me off. My major is film and media production with an emphasis in cinematography.
Hi, my name is Charlotte Franco. I am, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm art major with an emphasis in animation. So hello.
All right, hi everybody. My name is X Ramos. I'm an industrial design major. I am a junior now. And is that it?
Describe what a creative mentor is.
Oh, so creative mentors, we are here to basically help establish the creative identity with students. We program a lot of events. We live within the Adelphi community. Some of you guys might see us around. Basically, all the creative ideas that you guys have, we kind of foster those, and we try to bounce off of those to make workshops, programs, and stuff like that for all of you. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. Good morning, or I guess good afternoon now. My name is Mia Ramos. My pronouns are she, hers, and I'm in the digital culture major with an emphasis in film. So let's go.
Hello once again. My name is Sean Sholjak. My pronouns are he, him. I am a theater acting major. Oh, I am a sophomore too, yes. So it's cool. I'm experiencing this with you guys right now too, because I wasn't able to experience it last year either. So, woo!
All right. So here is your first question. When have you felt really welcome to a new experience or a community? And in your work as creative mentors, how do you welcome students? Okay. So when have you felt welcome? What makes you feel welcome? And then how are you working to welcome these peoples and all of our sophomores?
So for my freshman year, ASU as a whole, I feel like did a really good job with providing events and activities to help feel welcomed. And within Herberger, there's kind of that instant community of being surrounded by other people that do what you do and like what you like. And being surrounded by creatives is a whole other thing. And I also found a community outside of it within a club called 942 Crew, which is our student cheering section. And there was just something about that experience of meeting people outside of the school, which led to a ton of other activities as well. And one way that I want to help you feel welcomed is I want you to be able to come to us as mentors so we could get you connected to resources and get you involved and explore your interests.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that. The ASU's events and Herberger's events as well actually helped me bring out like a lot of good friends into my life. And I guess with my position, I just want to encourage collaboration, interdisciplinary collaboration, because honestly, just being like stuck doing your own thing is kind of get a little boring sometimes. So like just branching out, meeting all these new people, and learning like what they do and making something brand new out of it is just really incredible to see.
I would say that the first time it's going to be, for me, it was personally just in my studio class, specifically finals week. You're going to see a bunch of people in the design buildings during finals week. Everybody's going through the same thing. Everybody's helping each other out. You know, you'll meet people who you didn't know in your classes who are doing the same projects that you are, you know, people within your program. And I think that's really like the best way to meet people is because you all have the same similarities. Trust me, everybody's thinking crazy thoughts and stuff, so you're not alone. So, yeah.
So for me, the first time I felt really welcome was definitely during the first week of classes, because as you know, we're all trying to figure out what we're doing. You know, we're learning about these all new projects we're going to be doing later on in the semester, and I'm over here like, what do I do? Who do I need to do this with? But being able to meet new people really helped me, especially with student worker positions as well. Student worker positions really helped me find new people and new people to connect with. One way I would say in my role as a creative mentor is that I want to be able to encourage you to make these new connections, find new people to build a friendship with, hopefully. And yeah.
Well, it was super hard last year, especially coming into university during COVID and everything. Nothing was the same. Everything was super different. So I was super nervous. And coming out of state, because I'm from Chicago, I didn't know anyone. So it was very hard to do that. I was like, oh, I'm scared. But meeting new people was like one of the biggest thing that like helped me, because if you're out there making friends and everything, you learn about other people's degrees and you find out like, wow, these people are just like me, but they're studying something else and I can learn from them. There's a lot of things you can do by meeting new people, like especially with coming to us. Like I know my door is open if you guys need any help. I know all our doors will probably be open. We're always here to help you. Even if you're not in the same degree as us, we're here to help you. Don't think, oh, I can't come to them because they don't know. No, we are here to help you. We will help you find anything you need. Period.
Okay, second question for this team. As a creative, what is a project or an experience that has got you super excited and you're looking forward to doing for this next year?
A project I was most excited for was last year, actually during COVID, where I made my first film. That was an exciting time just because it was my first one, and I was like, there's no way this is gonna happen in a time like this. But I was able to get a crew together, and we were able to meet up, fortunately. And behind the scenes of films, like, some parts are slow, some parts are exciting, but then to finally see that final product was really cool, and it made me realize, like, okay, like, this is what I'm here to do at school. Just because I know when you first come to school, you kind of have the doubt of, like, is this really what I want to do? And by all means, there's no harm in changing what you want to do, but taking that first step and really doing it really helps you solidify what it is that you love. And looking forward to, because I'm now a cinematography concentration, I'm really excited for those classes for this year.
For me, I'm actually working on some commission projects as well as other outside projects with my fellow mentor, Zach, over there. And we're going to be working our portfolios up till internship season and maybe, hopefully, get a spot at Disney. Watch out.
For me, one of the projects is specifically during my first year in the industrial design program, we got to design some phone speakers. That was like one of the coolest projects ever because, I mean, when you get it tested out, you know, once it works, after like all that work, you're like, yes, like I got it. And even like if it doesn't, like you see everybody's like different vision. Some people made some gigantic speakers. Some people made something super small. It's like everybody goes a different way. So it was pretty cool.
For me, definitely, this upcoming semester, I'll be in a new class called Animating Virtual Worlds. So what I'll be able to do is I'll be able to create like physics within virtual worlds, basically what the name entitles. And I'm very excited for that, like insanely excited.
I know I could speak for all my theater kids out here. I am super excited to do shows and stuff this year, working on them, being behind the scenes, working on stage. I'm also excited for the ASU drag show this year. If you guys didn't know, we do have an ASU drag show, and I will be performing, you know. But otherwise, I'm super excited for this great year that we're gonna have.
All right, last question. So, knowing what you know now, what self-care tip would you recommend to your first year self? So, now that you've been through some time, what's a self-care tip you would recommend to yourself?
I know that the video kind of went over the basics of sleep, water, definitely writing out your schedule. I wish I would have done that because I thought to myself, like, all right, I'll remember it. No, I would definitely forget like all the time. My biggest advice I would say to actually, like, that I would give to myself was to find comfort in the uncomfortable. Just because with school, with college, being freshmen, it's a whole new experience. You don't know what to expect. So to allow yourself to just really go out there and experience it. I hope you guys have fun.
So this is much more like an advice rather than a self-care tip. When you're in the classroom, you're gonna be hearing a lot of stuff, a lot of critiques. It's just like, and you're gonna put so much passion into your work because that's what you're here for. You're gonna work towards your passion, but you gotta take things with, not literally, not personally, because you're gonna be hearing like a lot of construction criticism or some like negative reaction, and you're gonna be like, oh no, like, but like again, like any of those reactions or those critiques are just a stepping stone to making future projects even better, and so just like, and keep striving towards more better things, even as you're working on your current projects. So yeah.
Something that I would say is that not every project is going to be perfect. I'm telling you right now. And that's okay. Like, if you fail one project, that's fine. You know, you have a whole year to like make up for that. You have to like to keep going. You can't like close yourself in your thoughts like, oh, I suck, I did this, or like, you know, I couldn't make it. It's not that. It's like, it's how you come out of it that's really gonna define where you're going and stuff. So just don't give up. It's gonna, trust me, everybody here has at least failed a couple of times. You're gonna make it. It's gonna be good.
Period.
One thing I would say, if I could go back 2 years ago to my freshman self and look myself in the eye, I would say, it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be frustrated or anything. It's okay, but remember, you have support here. A lot of people out here do want to help. So don't forget, you're not alone, and it's okay not to be okay. Just take time for yourself. Love yourself as well. Give yourself some tasty food if you need it. Go out to your favorite shop. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, because you need to take care of yourself. And yeah, just don't forget about yourself, and it's okay not to be okay, but you do have support.
Something that plagues us all is procrastination. I know everyone knows how that feels. That's probably something that will hit every single one of us. And in that mindset, you just have to put yourself in the right mindset. Think about what needs to happen at this point in time. Do I need to get this done? When's the due date? If you need extra time or anything, talk to your teachers. Talk to anyone who's there for you, because we're all here for you. All the administrative people are here for you. The whole staff is here for you. There's always someone here that can help you, and just remind you that we're there.
So I want to thank the panel as a whole. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Give them some love.
Thank you all.
And I am turning it back over to you.
Let's go.
All right. Now here's the best advice you'll receive all day.
This is an amazing menu of
Bad microphone. Stay.
Institute. Not only
job at the National Endowment for the Arts. I was the director of the design programs. I was in charge of design for the United States. I used to like to say, which sounds super modest to talk about. I went to MIT. You might have heard of it. I don't have any hair to flip.
Hi, okay, we're gonna start over again. Hello, I'm Tiffany. Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong title. Blah, 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 blah. Little finger in that. Are you gonna do outtakes? Because that's gonna suck.
Carrie Coe, I'm the Director of Academic Services.
I'm the director. Hashtag I'm old. I love my job.
I think, let me think here.
Okay, I can do it. The School of the School of Art, Media, and Engineering, and the holy smoke!
Cut.
This is.
Now, mind you, I was sent all the videos to watch before, and I didn't watch this one, and I'm dying because it was so funny. Once again, I want to personally thank everyone, from the ones you have seen on stage to the amazing individuals helping behind the scenes in the coordination. But I especially want to thank all you for choosing ASU. As this welcome comes to a close, this is only the beginning. Your college journey has just begun, and ASU is here to make it a great one. Thanks so much for attending the 2021 Welcome to the Herberger Institute program. Now go into the world with your creative minds and make a difference. I'm gonna hand it over to Brett.